He's gonna have it.
No.
I don't think Spartan has a compendium when we see the lobby loading.
Oh my god.
Spartan doesn't even have a compendium?
I don't some of them don't.
Oh my.
Can you guys message them right now? He can pick it with Madaros.
Yeah, well, if he buys it, if he levels it up now.
Can anyone gift him?
Can anyone get a message?
No, you cannot gift the Wisp Arcana. Can we get
Can anyone give Spartan $150, please?
You can gift him levels.
He needs levels right now.
Can we get a Kickstarter?
Can we get a Kickstarter?
Go fund that man.
Go fund me.
Clockwork, Shadow Fiend,
yeah,
the Cogs.
Classic duo here for VP.
You know what's really scary, guys?
What?
Do you know that Shadow Fiend collects souls?
Can I put him out there already?
That is
And
scary.
when he denies Cogs, he gets souls. You know, so the Cogs are haunted.
Earlier, we asked who would be the scariest hero to meet, and I think we didn't say Shadow Fiend, but he'd be pretty damn scary. Yeah. He's a ghoulish, soul-sucking Shang Tsung wannabe fiend.
Isn't he from, like, he looks like that thing from Fern Gully? Anyone?
He does look like the
yeah.
He looks like Felotion from Fern Gully. That's scary as hell.
Fern Gully.
Fern Gully? Oh,
you know
Avatar,
that
movie.
new movie that came out? That's a direct copy of Fern Gully, pretty much.
Okay.
Is it an anime?
Avatar?
Is it some anime?
No, I mean, it's an animated movie from a long time
It's a Disney
ago.
movie.
It's a Disney movie, yeah.
Let me give you some
It's
life
a
advice.
Disney movie.
Life advice.
Fern Gully.
I loved that movie when I was a kid.
Me too.
And I used to tell everybody, and then I went back and watched it as an adult, and it's horrible.
Are you kidding me?
Go back and watch it, bro.
It has a lot of
If you
sexual
can make it
innuendo.
more than 15 minutes, then hats off to you, bro.
I watched it recently. It's pretty bad, but, you know.
I told so many people I love that movie, and I'm so
Dude,
ashamed.
where the hell is Queen of
Dude,
Pain?
between Jigglypuff and Fern Gully, you were one messed up
Why is
kid.
Queen of
Well,
Pain
what's wrong with Jigglypuff?
I don't want to tell this story.
All right, Queen of Pain.
Mid matchup versus the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend's gonna have full souls though, but Queen of Pain is one of the very dominant laners. Remember, we're back on 7.06.
Yeah.
This is live. This is live.
Worth mentioning.
Cinderin in a pro game. I know it's hard to believe, but it is live. You know, this is current day. Sind as a pro.
Lul.
Lul.
Sind.
So, we got the Venge picked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that a supporty, or is that a
It could be
backup
with
Corey?
VP played it as a support yesterday.
Open-ended.
They played it as a support yesterday, so it could be.
Open-ended works really well with Shadow Fiend.
5 seconds
Nice stun.
Great versus Wisp. Wisp low armor hero. Requiem or Presence of the Dark Lord plus Terror
Reserve time.
Yeah.
really hurts. Poor little IO.
A little walk down for Queen of Pain.
It could be a Drow Ranger game for VP. It's definitely
Yeah.
It could, but after watching their last Drow Ranger game, I certainly hope not.
Elements had a good draft for Star Ranger though. They had
did.
Spirit Breaker Lycan. So.
So
But yeah, I agree.
Earthshaker, back on the rise, huh? Up the second pick material. I mean, just gazing at some of the Star Ladder games, seems like Earthshaker actually is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very good. Obviously, Fissure blocking the off lane, you can guarantee yourself experience, and just having that that straight up disable is just very good, especially with like rotations coming in. Like Queen of Pain can just rotate in with like a Fissure, and you have heavy burst. I've seen the Earthshaker paired more so with the Invoker lately, because you can get the solo kill potential with your Echo Slime into a Sunstrike with like all the other disable that you get from the Earthshaker. But
Right.
Queen of Pain does work, and you can set up for relocates kind of well.
Is it still okay picking it into a clockwork though?
That is the one painful
That's
thing.
you know, it's not a lot of fun really, is it, playing a shaker against a clock?
Not at all.
If you're in the
Bit
right
dangerous
position.
for sure.
Yeah. Aye, plus 350 Fissure range, yeah. Don't need to be anywhere on the front lines.
That's true.
No one gets that talent though.
They all,
Then
get the,
what's
they
the
all
other
take
one?
the echo damage.
Yeah.
Really?
Plus 40 echo damage, yeah, it's a lot.
Okay.
Because
like,
it's per
Okay.
echo, so it
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that. Yeah, adds up,
has
yeah.
potential to be a fair bit.
Yeah.
like 2.5 levels of the ability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, is that
damage.
okay?
It's,
Yeah.
it's a lot, yeah.
Mal's thinking hard about this fourth pick. Only 20 seconds of reserve left.
Oh, this could be the double random. They're the only team who has done it before.
Really?
Accidentally picking
Beastmaster.
a Beastmaster, and then they pick Beastmaster
grab
every
It
game
opened their
after.
eyes to a brave new world.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah,
5,
5 seconds
4,
remaining.
Oh,
The ultimate
Three?
test.
gonna
Is
be-
it a Beastmaster? It's a
a
Lynx.
link.
Oh,
Dire
this,
team
I'm being honest, I think this hero is absolute garbage right
Well,
now.
what's so bad about dude? He's
It's so hard to have Death Pact in these fights. Your duration is longer now, but the cooldown's also way longer.
it's 85-second cooldown, 60-second duration. So you got 25-second of downtime.
I've seen this hero a couple times played recently, and I was really not impressed with it.
5 seconds
So,
Do you think it's that bad?
I mean, I don't know. The hero was already kind of weak,
Reserve
but
time.
there are a lot of neutrals for you to actually like work with. But I've seen it I don't know. I personally am not a big fan of this guy.
Is there any other merit to Clinks that we're not thinking of here? Is he
I'm flaming it a little hard, but
good against any of these heroes, or is there like some pocket pick Mouse could grab to make this all make sense?
Jen? They increased 1,000 HP from Persuasion at level 20 with the...
That's a pretty dank synergy there, Fog.
Wait,
I like that.
you can't eat your own. You can't do that, can you?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
man,
You can
I'm-
eat friendly
I'm doing that
creeps.
in my pubs.
All right, well, I'll be
pick Chen,
declining
tell him
that
to
invite. Thank you.
Witch Doctor.
Hey,
They're preparing for the
Radiant's
Chen.
team
There.
They're preparing for the Chen. They've got the cars.
Well, we talked about Witch Doctor a little bit yesterday, or at least I was. Happy to see that face. A lot of minus armor, so that goes nicely with the Death Ward.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Grace versus Io.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Bounces
the
back and
cast
forth all
with
the
the
time.
tether, especially now that he has the
10
talent, right?
seconds
That
remaining.
increases the amount of bounces.
Yeah, he has fallen out
5
though
seconds
because the
remaining.
main reason people didn't like playing him was his ult. You know, by the
So they're
time
weak.
everybody has
Reserve
evasion,
time.
he's kind of weak.
Right.
But now he has True Sight on the ult.
Yeah, so now
Dire
it does
team
not
back.
miss shooting uphill, and also Solar Crest. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. You can still use it defensively against
Use
it.
it
so
against
it's still-
PAs or
Strong
butterfly
laner.
targets.
Is more. He's a strong laner.
Yep.
But yeah, the Death Ward buff and everything definitely makes him a little bit more relevant. Maybe I'm like hating on the Clinks a little bit
10
much, but
seconds.
Yeah,
No, I
I've
don't
seen
think
him.
so.
It's-
I think he ruined one of your latest pubs.
I think
5 seconds remaining.
something like that.
I just don't understand why Clink's here. Of all the cores they
Yeah.
could have taken, I'm not seeing the synergy with the Clinks.
Because he's an invisible gank.
They want to leave him alone and play around
Yes,
the other
they know
lanes.
about the theme today.
Yeah, he's spooky.
Ah, he's spooky. Good
I
call.
mean, yeah,
Scary
he's-
skilly.
what-
He's someone that can deal with laning against the clockwork if it is an off-lane clock, which it could certainly still be because. I mean, as we said, we saw
It's
VP
really
yesterday run
open-ended.
Venge as a support rather than
VP have a
position
lot of options here.
one. Yeah, they can certainly switch it around with Venge, clock playing core, or a support position. Yeah.
I hope this Clinks owns and shuts me up. Honestly, that'd be good.
He's pretty good against the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, when I see
Yeah.
a Clinks
It-
pick like this, I think about getting in the back
Yeah.
lines for initiation. Isn't that his big value? The surprise, like,
Yeah, Witch Doctor's gonna die in like 3 hits.
right.
But you know, he's good against Clockwork and lane, but not so much in the game.
No.
Clinks kind of wants to duck in and out, get in the back, kill these key targets, and Clockwork locks him down.
Next Assassin, final ban from Mouse. VP thinking about their 5th.
Where's the Pasha hero? I think this is already. I mean, it's still kind of open, I guess. They have like options.
The 5th ban Magnus.
Oh, there we go. So it is going to be a Ramsey's Vengeful Spirit.
I think this will be offlane Clockwork more than likely, and the Sand King support. I think it's. I think
Yeah,
the Sand
guess
King's better
Lil on
ran
the
in
Sand
the 4 roll.
King. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
think you're
agree.
right.
But that means it
They-
is
they
a
could
position
switch it,
1
but I think
Venge.
you're right.
Yes, it is. Definitely a position 1
So
ones.
core
Yes.
Venge.
Yep.
Core Venge.
Works well with Shadow
10
Fiend. I think that's like one of the
seconds
few
remaining.
instances you can still run it in.
Yeah.
What a mouse don't need, just that. A second support.
5 seconds remaining.
Or an off lane.
Warlock is still there.
Axe.
But okay, so it's going to be a
okay.
support
Support
shaker.
shaker.
And, yeah.
MNT Shaker
Cinder and Axe.
Okay.
and Cinder and Axe. All right.
Very interesting.
Where the hell's the
We've
Axe?
talked about
I don't
Axe a
think
fair
so.
bit, but we have not seen him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah.
Broken Trumpet. Okay, so thoughts about these drafts here, Braxy? Do you have faith in the Clinks, or are you in the Fogged camp?
I like Clinks a lot, but I don't think the support duo of Io Shaker, it's kind of awkward. I don't know if Shaker can get a lot done in the early game, especially with
Not a lot of zoning power.
yeah, definitely not. I mean, Clinks has that though to kind of compensate, but I still like VP's draft a bit better.
Okay, Slacks, where you at?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with VP2. I'm just not feeling the Mousesports. I don't feel like they have a lot of synergy, and VP's job is so much easier. They just have
Yeah.
to stun, and they have like 4 stunners, so it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with VP as well. If this Earthshaker can go nasty, maybe. He's pretty much the only lockdown they've got. Let's see what happens. Game 1, VP versus Mouse.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the panel. We're ready for game 1 of the second series of the day. The first live series, of course, we have Mousesports up against VP. Mouse with Cinderin standing in, and Cinderin playing the axe.
He is playing the Axe. So I just want to flame Slacks a little bit here. Witch Doctor ult only has True Strike with Aghanim Scepter. So it is still not really that great. He's gonna get an Axe? Alright, Jake. Sorry, Jake. Sorry, Slacks.
But, oh, there we go. The IO.
Does he have?
Oh, he's got it. No, yeah, he's got it.
It's
no,
Spartan.
He
It's Spartan who's level. He doesn't even have a compendium.
I thought, yeah.
Let's see. No, it's not there.
Can't they do the thing where Madara could have picked it and then swapped?
I guess they could have, yeah.
They could have, but they didn't, because they didn't think about you guys at home. So send lots of angry tweets, please. Mousesports, where's my companion cube? What is this? Gaben's not happy. We need to be selling this stuff, getting that TI prize pool up. Come on, lads.
Oh yeah, and it's Solo playing Witch Doctor, so there's no way he's getting an Agnum Scepter this game.
Did
Solo
you
is the
see that Treant
sacrificial
game
lamb.
yesterday? Was as rich?
Yeah, it was rich.
No, he was not. He was dying a lot. Remember that game where he kept dying on the Treant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way that
But
they play with him.
yeah, they won the game. It's the way to win. But yeah, you're right. He's not going to have the goal for the Yags. But imagine if he does now.
Imagine.
Imagine. Here we have it. Cinderin.
They do already have like the minus armor as well to kind of amplify the Death Ward, like we were mentioning. You know, they have the Venge Terror plus the presence of the Dark Lord, so that can actually make it a bit better versus, especially like Wisp. Wisp getting hit by that is actually a lot of damage with the 0 armor. So it's definitely still kind of thing. I just, I wanted to just flame slacks a little bit.
So the lanes that we're going to have by the looks of it. So
As expected.
It is, yeah, as you mentioned, Lil playing the SK and will be Pasha playing Clock. And, well, there's the cog feature.
Yep. 14 souls. And no one with his beloved taunts that he does
He
there.
loves his taunts. Absolutely does.
So let's see. Sind Axe.
So what do we think? When was the last time we saw Sin playing the offlane?
It's his debut on Axe as well. Look at that. Never.
He's never played
apparently.
Axe.
He plays it in pubs. I know he's been spamming offlane in pubs. He's been playing a lot of Darkseer. A couple games of Clockwork and stuff. I've been seeing him go for those. And I think I saw him earlier playing... I think maybe he was playing the Axe earlier today.
Hey, that's true
I
as
don't
well,
know.
isn't it? It's Cinderin going back to Mousesports since 2013,
Oh
the
my
first
God, you're
game
right. That's so hype.
in over, what, 3.5 years, pretty much.
Oh, look at this.
What we got?
He goes for the healing level 1. Voodoo Restoration, just a zone thug.
And he's doing it as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah?
he can do that pretty well until there's a shaker here, though.
That
His
is
Fissure's
it.
going to come in, and Solo might be able to get brought down here from this.
Is he dead? That would be
Deny?
pretty-
Oh, my, he went, oh my
He
God,
tried
no
with
one.
the mischance.
Oh my God, that,
What the hell
if you
is
didn't have
going
full
on?
souls,
Yeah.
it's definitely really worth denying your teammate. You get, of course, full from that, but yeah, Solo was okay. That could have been a little bit of a mistake, but thankfully he uphill missed.
How did he get the up? I mean, it looked like they were on the same part of the stairs, I guess.
I guess
It
not.
must have just been across whatever invisible line there is that detects that.
Oh, that was funny.
There's some clowning stuff already going on in this middle lane. Side lanes, though. Oh, we got Spartan down here with Madara, and up top, Cinder. Oh, no. Oh, Sind. Not like this. First blood. Oh,
The
Sind.
minus armor from Wave of Tower early on. Stun
Yeah.
into another stun, Wave of Tower into another stun.
You got to be careful.
But he's got a wave coming into him. He's got a double wave, so at least he's going to get a good chunk of experience
Oh, yeah.
here. And I mean, maybe next time he's going to be coming up here and playing around him, because that's what we see Mouse do a lot. You know, they like to secure their mid and their off lane more than anything.
See how Sin does in this. Has to be a little more careful, but once he gets the levels, he should be in a bit of a better shape.
Yeah, he was trying to play aggressive. You know,
Yeah.
he knows that the Witch Doctor's mid, so he's like, I need to force the issue up here to make sure I get stuff. But they did really heavily emphasize, actually, on the side of Mouse to block both camps. Block the pull. Oops, just did a ping. They did try to block the pull and block the big camp, and now Lil actually gets both D wards. So he's going to have those at least to get himself his own levels in that safe lane as a sinking.
Mid lane, though, despite the sort of the clowning going on, it is still very much no one.
Yeah.
Having a very easy time here against Thug thanks to the backup of Solo. It's very hard for Thug to get in and get anything out of this lane.
Yeah, no one with getting also heavy denies and having that Witch Doctor. He's still actually very good on his experience, too. Top lane again. Sind playing a bit over-aggressive here.
Oh,
Might
he's
actually
dead
get brought
again.
down from this. With the caustic applied, yeah, he's dead
Oh,
for sure.
Sind.
Radiant's top
Bye-bye.
tower is
That's got to be a feels. But it can never feel good when you're standing for a team and then you die 2 times in the first 2 minutes. He's got to settle down.
He's taking Skylark's role, though, right? Skylark dies a few times in the laning phase,
True.
too.
Yeah, true. He's trying to fit the role.
Mm-hmm.
Mid lane, it's still this constant pressure being put down onto Thug.
Maybe next time was actually trying to stack for Cinder in a bit, but he actually messed it up and he didn't get it. It was a small Seder camp, medium camp. So I think that's the one big thing that they should definitely be doing, though. Stack up the camp, so if Synderen does have a bit of a rough time, he can always just recover in the jungle.
Yes, they need to have somewhere for him to go back to, as he's not having the greatest time. Top lane, mid lane. We can try and make a good go.
Solo might die here. He
Have
wants to go for the deny.
Have they got it?
He's got
it.
I mean, he was dead there. Thug blinks in and gets the scream off. Yeah, he's dead
absolutely.
for sure. So I think that deny is actually good.
You definitely get it. And yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's a 3-man movement that, I mean, the Witch Doctor doesn't mind that he's dead. You know what I mean? And the Shadow Fiend doesn't mind that the Witch Doctor's dead. He's like, finally, I can get some solo XP out of this lane.
Yep.
And yeah, the 3-man play from Mousesports doesn't get really anything good done for themselves, as Thug is still going to continue to have a hard time in that lane with no one alive.
Yeah, that is for certain. Solo now getting on a warding expedition. He wants to watch the Wisp movements, especially, so he puts a river ward down. Also watching the runes is very important versus a Wisp. You always want to be able to claim those. Radiant does put a scan out. They actually catch somebody down there, at least while they're checking the runes. But yeah, having rune vision is very important versus a IO lineup. So whenever he does go for those with his bottle, you spot the most rotation.
Synderen's got his level 4 now. Oh, Lil's hot on his Trace, though. Sin could be in trouble.
As long as they don't use both the... Oh, the waves
Sin
missed, though. But he has phase boots already on Venge.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. MNT will be there to maybe try and block them off, and that Fisher will indeed be enough to save Sin this time round. Good rotation from MNT, just to make sure that Sin doesn't get dropped again.
Well, you see what Solo's doing, too? Solo's jungling as Witch Doctor with Cask. So he's trying to be efficient.
Yeah,
he's
get those levels. Yeah.
The 5-second Casks on creeps is...
I love it.
It's pretty good for that. And you have high base damage as well, so it's decent. Shrine is now up, so he's going to join his buddy Pasha down there.
Yeah, easy creep camps.
And Pasha's doing great. I mean, he's level 4.
Yep.
He's not getting... I mean, he's actually has good CS. He has 18 CS. He's got Tranquil Boots already finished up. He can actually... If they have a Dust, they can pressure Madara, but they don't have one just yet.
Yeah, he's doing as well.
Oh, they do have a Dust. Okay, yeah, Solo has one. So yeah, they might actually be able to go for a play here onto him.
And that would be good for the... Because Madara is having a pretty good time down there.
Yeah.
He's getting free farm.
Yeah, Solo's coming in with the rotation. Madara seems to know something's up, though. He's going to go over and scout the side.
Oh, did he see that?
Solo's going for a courier kill. He's ambitious.
Yeah, Madara well aware that the Witch Doctor's there. Top lane. The go is being made here onto Synderen, but Synderen's got the backup of Spartan. They'll look towards Lil. Being battle hungered up. Lil is dead. Will fall. So Spartan and MNT coming in, making sure that Sin can get away with these aggressive plays.
Good rotation.
They're getting a kill out of it, yeah.
They know that, they know that they're playing super aggressive in that top lane. So, I mean, this is just a Mouse special. They don't really like to play around Madara in the laning phase. No. They play around their mid and their off laner more than anything.
And Madara, he knows exactly what's up. He's seen the dust. He knows that they're looking for him. Yeah. Keeping himself well out of harm's way in the tree line. Being very careful about how he reveals himself.
Thug mid has an Arcane Rune. Spartan even pings out no one already, so they do want to try to make an aggressive move onto the Shadow Fiend, but no one seems to know something's up, and he's going to back up and just jungle for a bit.
We have it 6.5 minutes in, 2-1 at the moment for VP, and they do have the slight gold lead as well. And they're already down to some of these level 6s before we start to see some big movements come out. Synderen, Tranquils, and queuing into the Blink. I mean, will he stick with this? I mean, I feel like we see a lot of axes that do just go for the Vanguard first before the Blink Dagger, but is it just that crucial that he gets a good timing on the Blink this game?
Yeah, he needs the Blink.
He needs it first?
Yeah, they need it for sure. Okay. They don't have a clear-cut initiator. It gives him a lot more potential for the relocates as well early on. And he's going to farm stacks, so he will get the Blink at an okay timing as long as he doesn't die a crazy amount. Pasha now looking for a rotation. He's got Hookshot online.
Okay.
Trying to catch someone farming the jungle, perhaps the Axe.
Oh, Synderen.
And I love the wards that VP had, and I touched on it a little bit before, but they even put one down deeper into the bottom lane, so they're able to watch whenever the Clinks goes to jungle, and if the Clinks does go for rotations after eating a creep. Because Madara, he does have that Death Pact.
So with Clock on fire, look towards the Shaker up top. Obviously, that would be the easy kill if he gets him inside the cogs with a Battery Assault.
Yeah, this is a very nice rotation too, because then they can maybe even pressure the tower off of it a bit. Yeah. Maybe next time looks like he's going to be dropped down here, but the rotation coming in from Sind as well. Pasha wants to save the hook shot for another hero.
Yeah, and he'll be able to, because MNT's just taken down with the cogs of the Battery Assault. They have further lockdown. Sin gets the call under the tower, but in with the burrow strike, Solo's there with the rotation as well, and Sin will be taken down.
No one does die though in the mid lane. Spartan rotation with Thug's Arcane Rune as well, and now Thug porting up top. Wishes with an Arcane Rune TP too, so efficiency.
Lil comes actually in a bit early there with the burrow strike, and he's going to get punished for that. Takes a dagger and Fisher to the side of him, and with the punches, he's going to tick out almost certainly. The courier comes in, nearly dies to Madara as well, who's there with the rotation. Ramses swaps himself over the Fisher back to safety. Indeed, Lil does end up going down solo as well, taken down by the arrows of Madara. MNT is actually there to turn down Ramses, has Fisher again, blocks him off. Ramses pops the stick charges, TP actually across the tree line there. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't it. He was going back to base. I was going to say that would be pretty cute if he did that. But he does go back to base. It's going to be a tag team as Lil comes back in. In bottom lane, Pasha hunting down Spartan. Yeah, and Spartan should be fine, and indeed will get away. So 4-4, Mouse are making the reactions there to the plays and getting Madara in a great position. Gets himself involved in some action and now puts some pressure onto the tier 1 of the safe lane of Versus Pro.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's right. Mouse has played actually Clinks pretty recently, even before I think that was before it was buffed as well. Yeah, 9 days ago.
Okay. Yeah, so BKB Scythe advice.
Yeah, Scythe is very good for getting those like solo ganks. And yeah, he's going for Tread's Deso.
No one is top of the net worth though, and definitely something they have to be aware of. As no one's SF can get incredibly scary and incredibly big. How's Sin doing on the Blink Dagger? He must be about, what, halfway there at the moment?
He's still far.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, he died. Those 3 deaths are definitely hurting him a bit. And he can't really like reside in that top lane anymore with the levels that they have, because they're just putting so much pressure trying to get the tower. So yeah, making the rotations good. But Clockwork is also quite good versus Axe. You know, if you are able to segregate him away from creeps, you easily can bring him down. Spartan now relocate coming toward top.
Yep, they got Madara there as well already in position. They'll attack down Ramses. TP's coming through, but there's no chance for an escape. Sin's there with the dunk. Very nice execution.
Relocate. Pasha now positioned in the top lane. They know that a relocate will be bringing at least Spartan back down there, but he does leave Cinderin, so Madara, it should be safe to kind of pressure up here. But the rotation's now coming in from the rest of VP. They're smoked up, Lil as well as Solo.
Who can they find? MNT would be a relatively easy pick-up to start with, if they can get the initial stun.
They want Madara, though.
Yeah, they've already got the detection down here. They trap him in the cogs. There'll be a Fisher to hold back a couple of them, but the TP's in from Ramses. They've got a lot of heroes up at VP4. There's the swap, nicely done from Ramses. Closes the gap with the swap, gets the magic missile onto the Clinks, and Madara's down.
Look at, I was wondering who had the medallion. Pasha's got one.
Oh, he's already got one.
On Clockwork, yeah.
I think Ramses has already got one, or nearly got one as well. Okay, yeah, he's close to having the money to, but yeah, also picking up one.
Very good item versus Clinks.
Yeah, and especially with your lineup that you've got, Venge, SF, you're good to go with a couple of medallions, Solar Crest.
Yeah. I mean, it is, it's Queen of Pain with Clinks.
Yep. They're squishy.
So, yeah, they're pretty squishy. And they, the Clinks is their only really physical damage on the entire team. So if they just build a bunch of armor items in Solar Crest, then the Clinks' damage is going to be heavily reduced.
Yeah, it really is. Definitely ways that VP can itemize very nicely up against Mousesports this game.
They've got another smoke finished already, so after they finish this camp, we're probably going to see it. Yep. Trying to keep the aggression going here. Do they have dusts on anyone? They do not right now, actually.
Thug would be the nice catch, though. Thug has had a pretty good opening. A swap into a stun could spell disaster. But he's already backing away from the lane.
Yeah, they do have at least a sentry on Lil, so they at least have that if the Clinks is able to break the smoke, but here we go.
Thug finding an invis. If he actually utilizes it now, it could be pretty big. He's heading up to the high ground. Solo has the smoke dispelled. He knows that there's trouble here. Thug jumps forward, close range here to no one and Ramses, and Ramses will be able to get the swap back. They don't have a sentry down though in time. Thug's going to be fine with the invis rune. Cinderin trying to move in potential position to get a call. Pasha's going to, with the hook shot, he does get the call. Cinderin onto no one. The creep's helping him spin as well. They'll lose the Earthshaker, but it's VP down and SF. A very miniature relocate there over to the sides there. Maybe try to get Cinderin in a better position, but it doesn't end up working out because Lil has the epicenter, blows up the Spartan, moves in onto the Axe, and they've taken down another. VP there, coming across, and just a bit of a disjointed fight from Mousesports, unable to get Madara involved as he was meanwhile putting pressure on that top lane. Not
having reveal there was a big problem for them. They had this one sentry that was placed by Lil, but they did end up being able to outrange that one, and the Clinks, instead of porting in, they made the decision, Clinks just split push instead of joining that fight. And yes, Mouse comes out quite ahead in that one after taking down the very overfarmed Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, getting no one, putting him off the map at any stage is always going to be good news. And they may even find something else out of this. Lil trying to escape his pro strike into the tree line. Mouse, they're hunting for him. And they should see him now. He's not going to get away with the TP either. Tries to, but quick fingers from MNT. Slams down the Echo. And make sure that there's no escape for the Sand King. So, yeah, 13 minutes in, all things considered, it's pretty good for Mouse. Yeah, they've caught Pasha out as well.
All right.
They're happy with this early game. Yeah, Madara getting the job done, 2-1-2. And after working his way up on the top lane, straight now into the middle lane, they're going to be able to find themselves another tier 1 with this pushing power of the Clinks.
Nice clean rotations coming out from Mouse. Good responses every single time. How is the Blink Dagger coming out? 700 away for Synderen. And Thug is banked up on a lot of gold. I'm trying to wonder what he's going to get. Is he going to just rush the Aghanim Scepter that we've seen a couple times?
Yeah, he went for, what did he go for? I think it was, what, Yules into Aghanims.
Oh, he's just going for the maybe straight Lincolns.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. A lot of point target stuns on VP. That could cause issues for him to kick things off. And middle lane, Spartan, they know he's there. Can they hunt him out? They try and get the vision with the Wave of Terror.
Got a ward as well, but...
He should be fine to tether out there if they close it, and they can't get quite close enough indeed. Actually, on the sidelines, quite a deep committal here from the Clockwork.
Oh, nice
the relocate saves there. They'll be able to take Synderen out. He'll be fine. VP will find the space to push down onto the tier 1 in the middle lane. The fortification comes out.
Madara claims bottom tower during all that.
Yeah, he's taking a trade and he's taking it on his own. Whereas VP are having to commit the full 5-man to get the tier 1 in the middle lane. And no one will die on Mouse. They keep everyone alive. And as you said, Madara's getting space down bottom. Thug, he's getting space up top. I think they're fine losing that tier 1 for that.
Yeah, I think they are. Just like not being able to lose, not having to lose anybody with the nice relocate coming out. And during all this, since VP is grouped up, look at Lil's net worth. This is not what we're used to seeing out of Lil. Being only 2,500 on the board, he's actually below both the supports on the side of Mouse right now. So Mouse is definitely coming out very well into these in the first 15 minutes of the game. Thug getting spotted.
Do they have the chain stun here in time? Oh, Ramses tries to close the gap with the swap into a stun, but he's unsuccessful.
That's a hard kill to get.
It is.
They have to pretty much do it perfectly, but the epicenter actually also gets canceled from the swap since he does it. But still, yeah, it was a very hard kill to kind of go for. Yeah, Mao's making all the right moves, though.
And they really are. Some nice calls. And yeah, some nice plays with the Clinks. And it's, yeah, with these skirmishes and time, Synderen now has got that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, Pasha might actually get gone on down here. He's showing as a Clockwork.
Madara keeping the vision, eyeing him up.
He's dead. If they get able to get the call on him. But they're not actually able to. He sees the Wisp and the Quap walking up, so he's actually moves in time.
Well, they could try to take a tower out of this, though. Got a lot of pushing power for the Clinks. VP may try and fight this. They're smoked up behind the tier 2. But already Mouse backing up slightly. Knowing that this fight could come in, and Spartan's going to be the first to be jumped upon. Straight away, no holding back from VP as they go in onto him. He does get the tether across here with the bolt charges. Does keep alive for a little bit. The flare comes out. Big Sonic wave there onto 4. The Screamers 1 onto 3 as Mouse jump in. Thug just turns around. He's got this arcane when he's ready to go. The second Scream comes through, and he's taken down 2. Make that 3. Triple kill for Thug. A brilliant fight, and it may not be over yet. The two of them eyeing down no one. They've got the slow. Doesn't look like they have the damage. I mean, they could dive this. No one's going to try and tell with the raise plays. Thug has to be careful. And indeed, they won't quite be able to dive the SF. But yeah, that arcane rune coming into big play there for Thug in that fight. Multiple screams and getting a triple.
Yeah, that 4-man Sonic Wave. We're going to see it again here, right
really
here.
Really nice.
Good setup there by Synderen. 4-man Wave into a 4-man Fissure as well.
Yeah, and then we have it. The first Scream, and then look how low they are. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then the second, easy kills.
Yeah, perfect Scream. Perfect positioning there by Thug.
Yeah.
And good separation of the fight from not only the Fissure, but also from Synderen's positioning on the axe. The Clinks and Thug actually are just able to pretty much sit in the back lines and do all the damage.
And how's MNT doing on his Blink Dagger on the Shaker?
He should be pretty close.
Because if he had a Blink in that fight, you saw him kind of coming on the edge, and it was very hard for him to get into an optimal position for the Echo. But if he, imagine with a Blink around those sort of fights, that it would have been a team wipe. As they were so grouped up together.
Yeah, only 400 away from it. Thug even finishes up Lincoln's now too, so getting kills on Thug is actually going to be very hard unless he overcommits with the blinks because, like you said, lots of individual target stuns and disables.
And Madara's nearly got a Desolator. Only 400 gold to go, and he's got that on top of the Dragon Lance. So extra siege potential, and you know, in situations like that where we saw them try and take down the SF, he's going to be able to do so as well. He'll have more than enough damage.
Yep.
With a bit of control. And no one trying his best to tank up, going for the S&Y. Ramsey's actually going
back for Midas.
Yeah, for the Midas.
I think that they're feeling a bit like quite pressured right now from Mouse's plays. So
they're losing fights.
They know that, they're losing fights, and not only are they losing fights, but they're losing it with a Clockwork. So Clockwork is a hero that doesn't farm. He catches up through team fights. And now I think Lil also notices that too. He's been now pushing up this top lane for the last like 2 minutes or so, trying to get his farm online, because he needs to be able to scale as a Sand King when you have a Clockwork in your team. You can't just only depend on your cores in order to do anything. Thug getting spotted bottom by the Wave of Terror. But looks like he still wants to try to go for some type of engagement on Ramses. I see him pinging him out. And with that Lincoln's and Haste Rune, he is pretty strong. Top lane relocate.
Oh, here we go. Looking to hunt out Lil, straight into the tree line. And he's headed the right way. And Sin and Spartan have headed the wrong way. They'll try and hunt him out. He's already out of there, already down. They will note down the time of the relocate as well, so they know that they're a little safe for a bit of time, pushing out these lanes on their own or such.
They're going to smoke though. Blink Dagger just finished on MNT. Madara level 14 with the freshly finished up Desolator plus Dragon Lance, and he's got the Death Pact used. So let's see if they are going to be waiting to use it, but their lane top isn't really in the greatest position. MNT's like, I'm going to push this out first, and then maybe we can smoke.
Yeah, they could certainly have a good jump on them. They really could. Two big initiators.
Thug really wants to go on bottom. He just keeps pinging them, and he's been sitting down here for quite a while.
I like this though as well though. The Clinks and the IO can make real quick work of the Roshan, and I don't think VP are going to expect this at all. And at least expect the speed to have it, because it is just only after Madara's found the Desolator complete. And yeah, they're going to get this one for free. A free Roshan for Mouse. As this will keep them ahead, and the next fight that they go for, they've got that failsafe, Mouse. They have that extra life on the Clinks. They're good to go, and again, yeah, Thug's got another Arcane Rune. They really want to go Mouse.
His rune control has been very dominant this
his
game.
bottle is never empty.
Yeah.
Well, VP are going to push down bottom. Because see the line picture, maybe if they want to try to go for some sort of wraparound from behind Mouse, but they're quite far away, and okay, yeah, looks like they feel that they've just got to let this one go. TP away from Thug, heads up towards the top lane. They're not going to look to hold this one. They'll just let VP get away with it.
Yeah. How's Lil doing? Is he close to that blink? He's got a lot of small, cheap items. He even goes for like the soul ring that we saw before. So he has to make sure to keep buying reveal too. That is the annoying thing about playing versus the Clinks. You know, you have to make sure that you have at least 2 people with some type of reveal. And solo is quite broke this game, as we usually expect to happen. So Pasha also having to expend some gold onto Dust and reveal. But he's got the Blade Mail finished up now. Medallion into Blade Mail on the Clockwork, and now he's got the Midas queued up so he can at least farm while the team fights aren't happening. Top lane, looks like they're going to be positioned for a tier 2, while also the trade happens from VP. VP doesn't want to pour it 1 by 1 into that top tower. It's definitely suicide into an Aegis as well.
I wonder if we'll see anyone be able to get in time to defend those.
MNT though, he's smoked up behind here. He's got the Echo Slam Blink.
Yeah, they could TP down in time potentially if he finds the opening. Here we go. TP's starting to come through. MNT heads forward, comes in with the Echo Slam onto 2. The Fisher gets 3. They've got this SF in a great position, but Ramses with the swap out trying to save no one. It's not enough though. The damage from Madara flies through, gets the kill. They will lose Spartan. And now Cinderin looking to make sure they can find more out of this. Jumps in, gets the call on the dunk onto Pasha. Thug there playing around with the Arcane Runes on the backline. Solo not going to be able to TP out. Beautiful Fisher from MNT. And they find 4. Incredible hold there from Mouse on that bottom lane. The tower remains. They get the tower top. And yeah, MNT just perfectly there. So we're waiting before the TP smoked up, making sure they get the catch. And literally, only Ramses gets away.
Literally the perfect fissure, because not only does he Echo Slam and catch 2, but with the third fissure, with the first fissure, he catches the Vengeful Spirit who was trying to swap out no one. So that fissure positioning was absolutely perfect and crucial as well. And that was also, I believe, was that the Arcane Rune as well on Thug?
It was, yeah.
So Arcane Rune, Sonic Wave again.
Yeah.
So
look at this.
Cooldown is up in 20 seconds.
That Fisher there, bam, straight across. And as you say, he does still get the swap, but because it's been prolonged that much, the damage is already there from Madara.
Exactly. And that wasn't even all the heroes from Mouse.
Yeah. That's got to be scary for VP.
Yeah.
And this Fisher at the end as well. I mean, Solo in the trees trying
both.
to TP, last millisecond, bam. Absolute slaughter.
Mao's looking good. Their teamwork is looking very strong, especially with the Wisp. There's a reason why teams have banned the IO a lot versus this team, because they play very well around it, and they're showing it and executing it.
BKB's now done for Madara as well.
Relocate coming top. Synderen
yeah,
with
they've
the
got
call
the call set up onto Lil, and Lil is gone.
Man, they really, I mean, if they don't let this guy get his Blink Dagger, that is a lot of the team fight reduced from VP. They only have the hook shot for their kind of initiation and of course like Requiem, but he can't get an Epicenter off without a Blink.
And I mean, Mouse are just playing so damn well. This is looking really good for them. 24 minutes in, and Ramsey, he is falling behind.
Synderen looking like a good fit on this team.
Skylark is shaking, watching on. But no, right, don't worry, Skylark. We saw Synderen's laning. You're fine. You're fine, Sky. But no, at this stage, yeah, Syn's certainly up and out. But it definitely feels like MNT's the big playmaker so far in the game.
Oh, yeah.
His Shaker play has been absolutely impeccable.
Thug as well. Thug has had, I mean, his
For
rune,
sure, yeah. I mean, his
rune
runes,
lux.
Yeah, he's had what, like 3 fights with 3 arcane runes that have been
Yeah.
crucial, yeah. But no, he, as you say, especially considering how much he was bullied at the start, you've got to remember. This is a
absolutely.
co-op that did not have a happy beginning.
Yeah, and his itemization is very good too. You know, going for that Linken's to give him that increased survivability, and now he's got a Shiva's finished up in a second too, which is very strong versus the side of VP. That bonus armor and the attack speed reduction is very good versus these 2 physical cores. VP is desperately in need of this little Blink Dagger.
He's very close to having it, but Madara's actually come and hunt him for him.
And Madara actually has a BKB already, yeah.
Yep,
I'm not sure if you'd mentioned that one.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, only just picked it up.
Okay.
Only just got it.
So that's very big for versus the Sinking and versus the Requiem.
Yeah, those the 2 items we're talking about. Just having the BKB before the Sanking has to blink,
Yep.
and you know you're having a good game.
Even Force Staff finished up on MNT now too. So versus the Clockwork, they're already starting to get the preventative measures.
Let's see what VP can do to slow this. It is all going to be down to what Lil can make happen with the epicenter plays. Smoke's going to be picked up by MNT. Mouse very much in a position where they are ready to go and hunt for fights, as we've seen so far with the Sind Axe, the MNT Shaker. Great ways to kick things off. And there's the blink. Back to base, Lil goes. They will have this. We'll see if it's much use at just being able to catch Mouse off guard.
I mean, they've got to make it big with this blink.
Yeah.
Like they're losing quite hard now. It's already 9,000 going toward the way of Mouse, and the heavy map control going in Mouse's favor.
And I like this build as well from No One. You know, going straight S&Y and then into the full-out Satanic. Jump forward there from Lil, but there's the Echo Slam in response. MNT gets Lil low. The Sonic Wave not going to be enough to bring Lil down. And now the turnaround. No One comes in with the raises, takes down a second, finds Spartan as well. So instant turnaround there, and here comes the Epicenter revved up on the sidelines, jumps in with a 2-man Burrow Strike. Thug held in position by the follow-up stun after they proc the Lincolns. And that is exactly what VP needed.
The Voodoo Restoration there, like, actually saving Ramses entirely because of that. So that small little health ticks that do add up during the fights when they are engaged. And just the positioning of the engagement too. There's an aggressive Echo Slam trying to go in and bring down Lil, but Lil survives. He's able to shrine up and then re-engage with the Epicenter.
Yeah, just look at this again. So that first swap there to start things off. And you know, they get so close to bring them down, but as you're right, that AoE regen helping them out massively.
Yeah, look at this. The Voodoo Restoration's massive here.
Yeah. And it allows Lil to get into position with that Shrine where he's ready to go back in, and he gets the perfect line here. Straight across. The fact that he procs the Lincolns, then allowing his team to get the follow-through stun onto Thug.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the kind of team fight execution VP are going to have to pull out against Mouse, because Mouse are playing very good this game.
I mean, that's, yeah,
They need to
definitely
have
are.
that tightness.
It's like when, you know, a little bit of a botched initiation, though, by Sin, and that's what kind of causes that all to happen.
Okay.
And also the positioning that VP was. You know, they had the high ground advantage slightly with the position of No One Shadow Fiend. So it was just a great place for VP to take the fight. It's a 6,000 swing going their way at the end of the day.
And this SF, you know, what, 27 minutes, and No One having that Satanic is... I mean, he's walking around with nearly 3k HP.
Oh, he's got it finished already?
He's got it finished.
Wow, and he's building toward that butterfly, too.
Like, they've got obviously the disable of the Shaker and the Axe, but I feel like you're very unlikely as Mousesports to kill him during the disable. You know, he's always going to get the chance to put that Satanic and hit back. I don't see a situation where he just gets locked down for the whole duration of 3,000 HP.
Yeah, and I mean, he's picking up the Talisman of Evasion as well now too, which is very good versus the Clinks. He's gonna have his survivability is actually massively increased. And if you just look at the net worth chart, and not only just the net worth chart, and the experience chart is the bigger one. Look at that swing. 10,000 experience swing going into VP now. So they are all getting these levels. And Shadow Fiend now hitting that level 20 peak, you get the +2 damage per soul, which is very relevant for his damage increase, especially when you have a Vengeful Spirit on your team with the Vengeance Aura, and they have Solar Crest and all this with bonus armor, etc.
Yeah. They need that true strike. They need the Bloodthorn on the Clinks. I think he is building it, isn't he, Madara?
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah. But still quite a way away from it. Only the Crystallis and 600 gold into it.
Yeah,
so,
Solar Crest plus the Talisman of Evasion on the Shadow Fiend.
You're not killing him.
Yeah, that's going to be almost impossible unless they fully lock him down.
Unless he stands in a bazillion creeps and takes an Echo, they can't kill that SF.
VP, though, playing a lot more like a 5-man unit, which is to be expected. You know, Mouse is playing with the Wisp lineup, so they're going to be a little bit split up so they can get those kind of relocate plays. And Queen of Pain always going to be pushing the side lanes, but yeah, Roche is going to be spawning quite soon, and that's where VP might actually just try to go for that one. Looking for a solo pickup on Sol.
Oh, the swap back here onto Madara. He's actually trapped in the cogs, and he's in a lot of trouble here. He gets taken down. Sinner now jumps in, but he's already lost his Clinks, and Sinner just ends up giving his life away as well. And this game, it is taking a turn back in favor of VP quite strongly. And Mouse's lineup falling apart a little bit.
Madara just thinking that it's a solo Witch Doctor that he can just pick off there, but it is not at all. And getting trapped within the cogs. You see, he took a big chunk of damage from those right clicks with next to the Venge. All that minus armor being applied to him, and just the damage coming out from the Shadow Fiend now at this point with his itemization and levels. I like Solo's build as well, you know, the double bracer.
Yeah, so I mean, you kind of have to, don't you, against this Clinks when you're as poor as he is.
Yeah,
just get something that allows the time to react.
He even takes the 200 health talent over the experience gain. Echo Slam in top. He's trying to go for a pickoff onto Lil here.
Can he get it?
Lil seems to be just fine.
He cannot.
And Ramses actually gets a very quick pickoff onto Spartan. Swap into stun into Solar Crest and just killed very quickly.
This is starting to look worrying for Mousesports.
They are getting it
The fact
separated.
that they lost the last two fights as hard as they have, and they have lost that entirety of that lead that they did manage to get as well. I mean, they've still got about 1k, but that is not nearing the same range as it was just a few moments ago.
Yeah, Pasha also finished up the Midas right after that, so the Clockwork will be starting to scale a bit more. And Roche is up, and VP's lineup kills Roche
very quick.
Super fast.
And
they have the double, they have the Medallion and the Solar Crest plus the Auras, so look at this. Once no one starts hitting it, it dies.
And they know that there's no Echo Slam.
Yeah. Shot off the mark, but yeah, Roche is dead.
Let's go.
350 damage per hit on no one, or 400 damage per hit with the double things. And this is the second Roche, so the cheese is grabbed up by Lil. And I believe that is actually Butterfly finished up from no one.
But he's got it complete?
Yeah, and MKB's and Bloodthorn is very far off the mark.
Oh, how long till Bloodthorn do we reckon?
He's very far from it.
A long way.
Split push though. Thug almost claiming the tier 3 bottom.
He's gonna get swapped in.
Madara top. Oh no.
He's dead. Is he? Can he get out of here with the BKB?
He's got no TP.
That's a dead Clinks.
He's got no TP, Ben.
Got no TP, Ben.
Solo though. Thug blowing the Sonic Wave on him, able to clean it up, but yeah, that's just a lowly Witch Doctor, but he does claim the tier 3 as well.
Okay.
Now Venge also hitting level 20.
They need to keep that Clinks alive.
Yeah.
If Madara keeps down like this at the start, I mean, he's kind of been out on his own. It feels like they need to just move around as a team. And that's when Mouse were doing the best, you know, when they were going around as a 5-man, setting up with Cinder and an MNT. But now that they're going for this sort of split push play, it doesn't seem to be paying off.
Yeah, but VP also, you know, when they were going for that kind of like 5-man play, the Sand King did not have the Blink Dagger. But with the Sand King having the Blink Dagger, the VP team fight becomes a lot stronger, and I think Mouse is also recognizing that. Now, you know, Ramses hits level 20, plus 65 damage talent. He's also got BKB finished. Yeah. The damage potential actually coming up from VP from the physical is enormous.
I mean, and as you mentioned, but the only physical that they have on Mouse is that Clinks.
And he's just died twice back to back. Definitely very problematic, and yeah, like we said, no one with Butterfly finished up. They get the hook shot onto MNT.
Yeah, it will get relocated out. Spartan will save in mid lane though. Thug, he's been eyed up by Lil, and Lil knows that there's mass wraparound coming in to set this up. Ramsey swaps himself in range for the magic missile, and Thug's gone.
Yule Scepter picked up by Lil there to break the Lincoln Sphere before the Burrow Strike.
Yeah,
perfect itemization.
Stuff.
Yep.
I don't know, Mouse have just started. They need to do something about this. They can't afford to keep making these mistakes and getting caught out as they have been.
Yeah, but fighting into this Shadow Fiend, you know, with Aegis, with Cheese, I mean, this is where VP is just way stronger.
It really, yeah, it feels like you just look at no one and you say, well, this game's over.
I mean, it's honestly...
You've let him get to this point.
Extremely... It's almost impossible, actually, to kill him now at this point. They're actually forcing out a buyback from Thug, and VP doesn't even move at all.
Yeah, Cinnamon will get the jump in, but it's only a call on to one here. Jump in though from MNT, does get a good Echo Slam, but instantly in response, no one gets the Requiem off, turns towards MNT, takes him down, Satanic is popped, no one just heals him. Madara, he was trying to hit the SF, but it just wasn't doing anything.
Nice
good
call
from Sin though, grabs two into the Sonic Wave, but the Voodoo Restoration keeping them alive, and Lil comes back in with the Epicenter, but they have lost Ramses as well. Move forward with the raises, no one's still trying to continue to fight, but Mouse, they're doing incredibly well on this defense. They'll get a fourth, Ramses, and the rest of them
they
down.
Have vision
no
of him,
one.
and he has no TP.
Can they get him? Yeah.
He's
oh
dead.
My goodness.
He's dead twice.
I can't believe they've done that.
That was
I can't believe it.
I mean, the buyback.
Yeah.
Double buybacks.
The Cinder and Calls jumping in, keeping them in position. Satanic. Hey, watch out, boys. Be a little careful.
He's still very strong,
He
but
is.
yeah, he's alone versus 5 heroes.
I mean, they're kind of just poking it, and they're like, "You guys go in." There we go. They'll jump back in with the call and the totem. Okay. Wow.
Double buybacks.
They did it.
Yeah, they didn't respect the Queen of Pain buyback.
Yeah.
But yeah, beautiful initiations coming out from Sin twice back-to-back with the fresh BKB picked up. He wasn't able to get disabled while the Blade Mail was activated, and he's able to... They bring down the Venge in the first call, so he wasn't able to use the Cheese, he wasn't able to use his BKB, and they didn't have the Vengeance Aura during that entire engagement. So beautiful decision-making coming out from Mousesports with those buybacks.
Oh, that was insane.
Yeah, I didn't think that they'd actually just continue up there once the buybacks were coming up, but yeah, just not really respecting it a bit.
Let's see what they can do there with these buybacks. I mean, as you said, if one of those two gets set on the side again, they are in big, big trouble. So Thug's got to be careful, so is MNT.
Yeah, the big thing when you're playing with like this Venge Shadow Fiend type of lineup is you can't have the Venge and the Shadow Fiend standing next to each other.
No.
So they have to definitely watch their positioning on the side of VP.
And we have Sin, jumps in, the BKB is out on time though from Ramses, so not a huge amount of damage following through other than Madara, who's being able to pummel into this. Looks like the cheese was swallowed here. Ramses does get healed back up. Nice little save there as they bring the Madara out just in time. The Maledict still on him though. Lil jumps forward with the Epicenter. Can he find the Power Strike? No, he doesn't quite get it, and now Lil, he's going to pay with his life potentially. Thug blows the Sonic Wave, takes down the SK, and top lane's been opened up. They're getting some damage in onto the tower. Madara still trying to man up. Finally, falls down though. He's out for 80 seconds. Sin gets the call. It's not enough though. They've lost the axe as well here. MNT getting surrounded. Pasha with the cogs control, but oh, he gets out. How did he blink out of that?
Oh, he gets rocketed though.
Oh, he did. Thanks for that weapon. Did you see that? He blinked out because he did the back trick with the blink dagger. Because he was in the cogs and getting battery assaulted, but he put the blink dagger in his backpack, I believe, and took it out and was spamming it.
That's legit.
Was it? I think at least. Yeah, it looked like that, but I'm with you though. It literally looked like he definitely took some damage. I wonder if we can, we'll have to check that out, but either way.
I was looking bottom. I was just seeing them get the Raxes.
Yeah, and I guess at the end of the day, it didn't matter for him because he dies. But as you said, yeah, the objective taken.
Objective taken.
Objective taken.
No one really didn't want to buy back there. Like, he had buyback that whole time, but he's like, I do not want to buy back no matter what happens here.
Yeah.
But that was a very nice relocate coming out from Spartan, you know. Instead of bringing the Clinks back to base, you know, Clinks does end up dying because of it, but he brings him down bottom with Thug. So good split push coming out from Thug. We're going to see.
Are we going to see it again? I mean, it may have just been that he didn't take any damage and he was just cogged. But watch MNT here. So we see Cinderin dying, and then MNT. I think maybe. No, that battery shot definitely hits him. Yeah, and he does it.
He backpacked it before the battery assault and everything even started going on him. So
MNT. I mean, he still dies, but it was a neat little play.
That is definitely very neat. Yeah. So now they know, you know, level 25 on Shadow Fiend, he's got the plus 150 range, and look at Ramsey's positioning this time. This is where he has to be standing. He can get the swap out if he wants to, but he's actually holding on. He doesn't need to this time around.
He's fine at the moment. Sin will pop the BKB, but they just turn and the physical damage is enough. Cinderin's gone. Hook shot forward from Pasha. He's only onto the creeps. Sin will buy back for this one. Wanting to do everything here to try and hold on to the middle racks.
Be a little bit careful. Still need to watch their positioning a lot. Respect the buybacks.
Yep. Last time it turned around and looked very good for Mouse. Can they do anything big off this? No one. Still standing on the front line. He is this big front line hero that can definitely afford to do this. He's onto the rack. Jump forward here. No one actually forced out there. I wonder who forced him out of that potential call.
Pike.
Oh, beautifully. Did it himself. And they turn it into MNT. Take down the Shaker. Madara pots the BKB. Sonic Wave flies through and will burst down the Witch Doctor. Pasha falling out low hit. Thug jumps in onto the backlines. Will be able to take down the clock, but still no one. Look how they just can't hurt him.
He's so
full
powerful,
health.
yeah.
He's just standing there on full HP. It's a dieback from Cinderin, and VP will be able to finish off the middle racks.
That was sick, though. You know, he had pre-vision of the axe, so as he blinks in, he already he Hurricane Pikes him instantly.
That timing
so
was...
messes up the axe call, and he gets distance as well away from him. So good individual play coming out from him, but the overall positioning from VP in that fight is just much better. You know, they recognize the mistake that they made the first time around.
Yes, not looking to throw it away as they did earlier on and ended up costing them racks on the bottom lane, but now they get the racks in return in the middle. A lot of money stacking up again on Ramses. He's up to 3K. And still overall, no one 25K. What's he going for anyway with this sort of late game gold on the SF? Because he already had pretty much everything that was needed. He's just stockpiling at the moment, yeah.
He's got 2 items he
can
change. So, you know, he can still change the S and Y later on and the TP. So, I mean, he's already pretty tanky. Like, will he just go dataless or something?
I was going to say dataless, yeah. Some sort of damage, surely. I mean, is it better for him to get Bloodthorn in a game like this just in case any evasion comes out?
Bloodthorn sounds fine.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think he's still maybe deciding. Banking up on a lot of gold. Maybe wants to just save buyback to be a little bit safe, but that doesn't sound like too much like VP right now. They're playing very confident.
So there's your Bloodthorn on Clink. So this is certainly going to make a difference.
Okay, so he's gonna. It looks like he's gonna disassemble the S and Y into a Manta style to be able to remove that.
That's
Bloodthorn.
smart. That is smart.
And okay, never mind. Buys BKB.
He buys BKB. Yeah.
That's probably the best
That's
item.
also smart, yes. You do want to be aware of this Bloodthorn as, the evasion has been playing a massive part in keeping no one alive.
Yeah, the Bloodthorn, and I mean, of course, just being able to not get stunned up. So you can always get the Satanic off safely. Madara getting hooked up.
But they got the vision. Yes, they do.
They do now.
Swaps him back
he is
into
super
the stun,
dead.
And he is gone. Madara's out.
90 seconds. He has no buyback either.
Oh, they tried to go for the relocate save as well.
Ooh.
He was already gone. See what VP can get done in this 80 seconds. And, down to the buybacks and such, we can see the net worth. It's just swung right around. 9K lead now for VP. This game has turned back on its head. As Ramses, the struggling Venge early on is now ahead of all of those of Mousesports. So that Midas was picked up as a recovery item, and it certainly paid off. Yeah. He's back up, second on the board, only behind no one.
And when he gets level 25, he's very close to it. I believe he's going to go for the Vengeance Aura damage, which is going to make no one an absolute monster as well as him because,
was it plus 20%?
It's 20%.
Plus 20% on top of it.
The spell immunity piercing is actually pretty decent this game too, but I think he'll still just take the damage.
MNT does manage to find the Fissure here, and in fact with the follow-up call, they've got some good lockdown onto Ramses, bring him down low. The Echo Slam comes out, and with the follow-through dunk, they'll be able to take down the Vengeful Spirit. Lil trying to get himself away, but they get him with the passive stun, and again, Sin's there with the double kill, lands the second dunk.
Goes in there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is a bit of a deep committal, and again, Sin jumps forward, gets another call. They've got the control. Pasha to be almost certainly taken down as well, and that was the gem, I believe.
It was the gem, yeah.
Drops the gem.
That was...
Oh, VP.
They're playing so separated. That's very interesting. But Mao's also finding the opportunity there. Maybe they didn't expect it because the Clinks was dead.
No.
So.
I mean, it seemed like VP did have a little bit of a... They did sort of know because at the start, Lil was eyeing it up. Yours is up, I believe, the Shaker, and doesn't commit, backs off. Then Ramses turns up, and they're like... And then he's starting to run away, and MNT with that fish is like, we want to fight. And Pasha just, coming in after his mates are already dead.
Yeah, the hook from Pasha was the biggest.
That was the questionable thing.
Yeah, I mean, losing the gem and just giving up a more of a free kill just because it looked like they didn't want to fight at all, and he just kind of went in. But
okay.
Yeah, that was just a positioning error. They didn't. I think it just caught them off guard when Clinks was dead. They didn't expect the Mouse to actually be all and ready for that kind of engagement. But now we reached the 40-minute mark. Roche respawns, third Roche. Not different than the second Roche, but now it's also 40 minutes, so the double runes are out. This is one of the first times we actually get to see it here at DreamLeague, of course. We do have an Arcane Rune bottom, Regen who spawned top, and they grabbed it up. But yeah, DD runes do spawn aplenty during the double runes, so that's where it becomes... Map control becomes very important. Because DD runes at this stage in the game can just win you fights.
Yeah, DD rune on Madara or on no one respectively is, GG.
Madara cleans up a shrine very, very quickly. 125 gold for the team.
I'll take that.
Arcane Rune's always nice for the Clinks. But that probably makes his ult 100% cooldown, 100% uptime.
Jeez, those last 3 kills though, like look at that swing.
Yeah, it's swung back around that graph. It really has.
9,000 gold swing.
10k mouse to 10k VP to back to 0. Up and down. A couple of team fights will do that. I mean, well, yeah, just a couple of big kills.
Yeah.
At this stage of the game. As it's still in a very volatile state, both sides with definitely ways to close it up.
Level 25 Venge now grabbed up for that 20% Vengeance aura.
Yep.
So
Any other 25s coming around the corner?
I wouldn't think. Maybe.
What about Thug? How's Thug doing?
He is
Oh, he's got the 25.
He's got the
Yeah, live still.
Well, how's Clink's doing too? Yeah, Clink's almost has it too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen level 25 Clink's in a bit.
What's the 25 on Clinks that you go for?
He gets range or strafe attack speed.
Ooh, I mean, it's only plus 20.
Yeah, he takes
Oh,
the
no,
strafe.
yeah, so that's not 20, that's a 70, isn't it?
Yeah, 200 bonus
GG,
attack
yeah.
speed, that's quite a lot.
You definitely get that. Yeah, that's beautiful.
good.
I mean, 125 attack range, that's
Swap coming out, they
cool.
try to do swap hook.
They will get the dust on him, but an instant relocate out takes Madara back to safety. Just to relocate to the side, though, keeping him still in a position to fight.
Trying to keep the split push.
Messes up the blink cool there. Not that it matters too much, they'll just have to wait and reset. The rocket flare was there in time to cancel the blink.
Yeah. I like Thug's itemization. You know, he goes for the assault versus the heavy physical damage that VP has. It's definitely appropriate. He's sitting on 40 armor now, so he's very durable. This game is just very back and forth.
That really is. I mean, could it be the game where we see a level 25 Aya? He's level 20.
Dude, the tether stun.
The tether stun. Will
Back
we
to
see
old-
it return?
Back to old IO.
I mean, do you definitely take the tether stun over 150 spirits damage? That's just pretty
Tether
good.
stun is incredible.
Okay.
Man.
Well, mid lane, swap
Madara.
that Madara. Goodbye, but he has the Aegis. Ready for round 2, jump forward from Sin. Oh, but he calls nothing. He doesn't manage to get the call that they needed, and now Madara's just got a BKB and hope for the best as he runs away.
Thug split pushing, but is he going to get caught here? Double stuns.
Let's see. Oh, he posts the cheese, gets the blink off just in time.
Relocate mid, but they bring in Madara.
Yeah, he doesn't have BKB.
either.
Oh, why were you relocating him back in? Oh, no.
And now Sin goes in too, and Sin's going to pay with his life.
He's gone as well. Oh, no. Oh, and now with the hook shot.
They forced the
out to
glyph,
Thug.
though.
Doug may be fine. He's got a BKB. He can escape. And yeah, I guess, yeah, glyph force. But yeah, relocating a sub 25% HP Clinks with no BKB right behind a tier 3. That was a Spartan play. You know, he loves to go for the big ball plays, but I don't think his teammates appreciate that.
Yeah,
Madara's
another
probably like,
swing.
what are you doing, my man?
Yeah. And look at this graph. Is just,
Yeah.
I mean, just says everything about this game. Even the experience graph too. Look at that. Just back and forth all over the place.
I think maybe Spartan forgot that they just lost the Aegis on the Clinks a second ago. It could have been that. Because that could have worked if he had the Aegis, but he did not. He didn't. It was already gone. Well,
Over aggressive.
They will have another chance here, of course. They've still got the BKB, so the buybacks ready.
Yeah, Thug is just continuing the split push though. He's set up the top lane, keeping it going. No one now stopping it. Does no one have boots of travel finished up? He does, so he can join his team for the push. Ramsey's now pushing down that bottom lane.
Still, they've got the Echo Slam and the Sonic Wave good to go. Looks like Sin won't be forced to expend his buyback.
They're
In fact,
going
top
for
lane.
no one top.
Yeah, they'll force the BKB out. No one turns towards MNC.
He's joining his team.
They need to head back down here. So do Mousesports. They need to come back as they're losing the tier 3. There's no BKB on no one, though. Sin back up, ready to look for a position to get a good angle to get that initiation, but the rack's already gone. They clean up a second set.
They don't have the tier 2 top though. They can't go for the mega creep, so they're just gonna have to go for tier 4s here. But at the same time, now the base race is coming out.
Oh,
Mouse
they're doing a
puts it,
base race.
but it's backdoor protection right now.
Oh.
But the backdoor protection wears off, and Mouse is actually going for it.
Are they going to be able to beat this push for VP? I mean, MNT and the boys need to do some big plays. Sin tries to come in with the call. They are onto the Ancient.
They're on the Ancient already.
They're doing
it's
it.
dying.
You got a TP back, VP. Mousesports bringing the Ancient down to half health.
Posh
They'll
is
come
there.
in. The two-man hook shot stuns him. MNT with the Echo
Mouse is gonna
Slam.
get it.
I
Mouse
think they're
got
going to
it.
do it. Yeah, they put the
Oh.
BKBs and Mouse. Oh! The base race successful.
VP is silent for a moment before calling GG. I don't
Nice.
think that they expected that kind of...
Yeah, man. What a play. It worked out. I mean, well, the back door was there initially, but they did have a
creeps came
creep
in
wave
top.
close,
Yeah,
didn't they?
top creep wave came in.
Yeah, as soon as the backdoor protection was down, easy base for Mousesports.
I believe that's a perfect ending for this type of game. It was just absolutely back and forth all over the place. And just good decision making coming out from Mousesports. No one wanting to spot him when his BKB was popped because he wanted to join his teammates, and then Spartan realizes that and just relocates the Clinks, and Clinks with the straight bonus damage plus the Desolator and AC. Oh my goodness. That just happened.
What a finish. What a classic Mousesports finish as well. Absolutely wonderful. Sin standing in, they get the victory with him. It's got to feel good. Sin, you know, a little bit rusty, but still made some good plays with the calls.
Yep.
You know,
That was...
missed some calls, got some calls, you know. He's been practicing a bit with calling Bulldog, you know.
That was something, though.
Yeah, that was something. But there we have it. That was only game 1, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have another game in between these two. We'll see if Mouse could do it again against Virtus Pro.